For the most part, black people are some of the most gullible and easily influenced people that I've ever seen in this entire world. And I'm not saying that to insult my people, even though it is an insult. I'm saying it because it's a fault that we have. I literally just unsubscribed from somebody that I was subscribed to for quite a while, from back in the time when I was on my old channel. This person was always talking about the history of black women, talking about the oppression that we as black people together face from then until present day, up until present day, which we still are facing now. And all of a sudden they have decided to jump on the bandwagon of black men ain't anything, they don't do nothing, they don't protect us, and they get mad at white men when they do. I can't with you. I cannot with you. I don't know why you would resort to doing this. There are a lot of black females out there that are angry at black men because they've been in relationships with black men and the relationships have not worked out, and they are single mothers now, and they are raising their child by themselves, and they hate the man because the man made them a single mom. He wasn't a good man. They chose wrong. Same thing with black men. They've chosen the wrong black females to be with. They've chosen the party girl. They haven't chosen the woman that would actually be there for you, will take care of your kids, will cook for you, will, support you in your, various endeavors if you want to do something with your life and not be a complete lazy man, okay? They've chosen wrong. Black men and black women have chosen wrong in their community. There are people in our community that are worth it, but you choose the people who, you just want to sleep with and have fun with instead of people that you're going to be with long term. And that anger comes out in your videos. You want to join the bandwagon of talking badly about black men that have been hurt want to talk about black women. I'm trying to figure out what the end game is. I'm trying to figure out what the end game is for all these channels like Cynthia G, Tommy Sotomayor, all these channels out here that are talking bad about the opposite sex in the black community. Because to me, there really is no end game but the separation of us all. And the only people in the black community that are going to separate when they listen to these idiots are going to be the exact ones that I just said, the subscribers. The ones that actually get on YouTube and listen to every single word that these people say out of their mouth. Any black woman that listens to Cynthia G is already a failure. Any black man that is out there listening to Tommy Sotomayor is also a failure. I don't care if you like Tommy. I used to listen to Tommy for the ethers that he did. Ethers, whatever the fuck you call them. Those were entertainment to me back in 2014 when I was young back then. I didn't listen to it for the message of hating black women or black women this and that. I already understand as a human being. I don't need anybody on YouTube to tell me that we got black men and black women that are fuck-ups, okay? We got people in this fucking world of all nationalities and backgrounds and ethnicities that are fuck-ups, okay? Men and women, even some children and teenagers out there. I don't need nobody on YouTube telling me that because that's a given. Nobody's perfect. But you still got people like who I mentioned getting up on videos and feeding their lies and their hatred of the opposite sex to others who feel the same way. You flock to people that you have a spiritual connection to. If you are a black woman that hates black men and wants to be with non-black men, you're going to flock to swirlers. If you're a black man that hates black women or is done with black women and want to date outside your race, you're going to flock to the manosphere. Some of you manosphere people do still date inside your own, but most of you have enough with black women. You've had enough. If you're going to be a simp and you want to, be a pushover for a black female, you're going to do it. If you want to be a doormat as a black woman, you're going to do that. Okay? That's just inside of you unless you decide to change. But I just don't understand people like Cynthia G. It just doesn't make any sense. She continues for the last almost 3 fucking years now, talking bad about black men. What is the end game? You're just making money. You say you care about black men. You don't care. We know you don't care about black men, Cynthia G. You don't. Because what's the end game? Are you trying to change black men's minds by humiliating them, by calling them out on their bullshit? There are black men that say they're trying to change black women's minds and behavior by calling them out on their bullshit. Unfortunately, and I see this a lot, most of us cannot take criticism. You call criticism attacking. Especially black women will call a black man talking about this and that as attacking. When I've done videos about the swirlers, they say that I'm attacking them. I'm not attacking them at all. I'm calling out the bad behavior that these women who want to be with these white men are doing. And I do the same for black men. I've embarrassed you both, and I've even talked about myself. So I can say with honesty that I'm putting everybody on blast for what they fucking do. How are you calling yourselves black and loving black people and Black Lives Matter and, you know, you want to be free of oppression, but you're going and you're getting into relationships with people who are the oppressor? How do you make sense? How do you say that you love black men and black women when you're making videos talking about them in a bad way? You're calling them bitches, hoes, you're calling them kangs and bucks. Coons. I mean, how does this work? It doesn't work. The only thing that it does is cause separation. I have said this numerous times. Nobody's gonna listen to me because I am not the YouTube channel that used to get the views. My old channel is never coming back. They got rid of it because it was growing and people were being influenced by what I was saying because I was telling the truth. I didn't talk about hating black women. I didn't talk about hating black men. I talked about fighting the system. I talked about what we need to do as black men and black women to be together and stay together. I talked about black children. I talked about black women who've gone missing. About black men who love black women. About black love, period. They're not going to give you the same numbers and the same subscribers that I had before. That's why this channel is not growing, because they saw that I made a difference. People were starting channels because of me. People wanted to pay for me on Patreon. They wanted me to be on interviews. I didn't do it. I'm not a simp. I'm just a black man that wants black people to love each other. And I know that all black people are not going to love each other because we're not all going to think the same. We're not all going to get along. Okay? But you do nothing when you listen to these people but make yourselves angry. And you become just as bitter and pathetic as them. I don't understand how you can keep listening to this shit and you don't see that this is doing nothing for your people or you. It ain't fighting white supremacy. It ain't getting you out of a system of oppression. It's not making you love black women and black men. All it's doing is causing a rift, causing a separation, and it's destroying your mind. You listen to who you want to listen to. But I can't listen to Cynthia G, Tommy, or these other idiots out here who keep talking badly about the opposite sex. Critique is one thing, but when you're causing division and hatred of the opposite sex in the black community, I can't rock with you.